Hey guys, so lots of exciting news leading up to the launch of the Model 3 Performance, and as we get closer and closer to the date, we are getting a lot more details of the final product. Just earlier this week, we've gotten confirmation from head of director Martin Viecha that the Model 3 Performance is definitely on its way. In a recent response to Mr. James May from Top Gear about his recent purchase of the Model 3 Highland, Martin Viecha, the head of Tesla's investors relation, quoted his post saying that he should aim for the Model 3 Performance once that's out. So what we can take from this is the Model 3 Performance Highland is definitely real and it's definitely coming very soon. Now, in addition to everything we've discussed so far, there is a lot more changes that continues to blow our minds. We've gone over the interior changes, we've gone over the exterior changes, and we've even gone through the powertrain and how this is going to be a monster once it's out. This is gonna blow everything out of the water in its segment, coming in at 680 horsepower and has a boost option up to 700. The drive unit is especially beautiful because this is coming from the Palladium models, meaning that it will be able to accelerate up to top speed without losing any steam. So all of this is already incredible, but Tesla is taking it up another notch, and they've clearly indicated that this year's Model 3 Performance is everything that the Model 3 should have been from the beginning. They've left out many things during the design of the previous model. This was due to the production of the Model 3 and how it started off. There were a lot of constraints during the push of this model, so they set all priorities towards the high volume trims like the standard and the long range. So what we got in the end was a slightly modified version of the long range Model 3 with some exterior differences and a beefier motor. Tesla took a completely different approach from other performance car manufacturers like AMG, M, and RS. Those cars were automatically distinguishable and drove completely different than their base model lineup. So it definitely took a few additional years, but this is going to be the very first performance Model 3 that is going to really compete with those other cars. Now, Tesla is making a ton of exterior differences this time around to make it seem a lot more special than any of the other trims. Just this week, in a more recent sighting of prototypes, we got to see a preview of some of these upgrades. The front bumper has been redesigned, giving us a more aggressive look. There is a new front lip and new cutouts on the side for airflow towards the brakes. The rear bumper has been fitted with new air diffusers, giving it a little bit more aerodynamic than any of the other trims. And then now they're adding a new, more pronounced spoiler to the trunk. The spoiler was originally leaked in Tesla's service manual but was quickly taken down. We also saw some installation processes of the actual spoiler on the trunk somewhere in China. And then just recently, with some prototypes driving around the streets of California, we got to see in person what it looks like underneath these covers. It looks a little bit more protruded out than what we have right now, and it just looks overall more aggressive and adds a lot more styling. Of course, it's going to provide a lot more downdraft compared to the previous model. So yeah, there is a lot more upgrades to this that we may not know about until the covers are finally taken off, but what we know is that this is going to be a really awesome upgrade over anything we've seen so far. The ETA is still expected to be in Q1, as said by Daniel Ho, the chief engineering staff, and now Martin Viecha, the IR of Tesla. If anything else comes up from now until then, you guys can expect to hear it on this channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already, and that notification bell. Make sure you guys also follow me on Twitter at HeyJohnE. That's where you guys can get the latest info, and you guys can DM me over there. And of course, I'm gonna slide this in, but if you guys want to support this channel, I do have a Patreon page with some really nice perks and some exclusive stuff. Go over there. There's also a free to join button. I do post up there pretty regularly when I get the chance. But anyways, this should wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.